All right, your goal from this video is I can write the ratios of the sides of triangles, sine, cosine, and tangent, by using SOHCAHTOA. So I want to look at this triangle from A's perspective. And I'm going to teach you how you could find the sine, cosine, and tangent by just remembering one thing, SOHCAHTOA. Start off by identifying the angle A, which is this angle here. This side will be the opposite side. It's directly across from the angle. This side is the hypotenuse. It's directly across from the right angle. And that leaves us the adjacent side, which is right next to the angle, but not the hypotenuse. Okay, so what is this SOHCAHTOA nonsense? Well, let's look at it in terms of three different statements. We have SO, ka, and then TOA. Something that you'll hear in a lot of high school math classes. I think it's like a common joke that it's like, hey, high school math didn't teach me how to do my taxes, but I sure as hell know SOHCAHTOA. So trust me, if you can handle SOHCAHTOA, you could do your taxes. So, S stands for sine. O stands for opposite. Let me write in red. And H stands for hypotenuse, which means that the sine of an angle is equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So SOH. What about ka then? Well, if you are seeing the pattern, then we'll say that the cosine of an angle is the adjacent, which A right there, over the hypotenuse, H, which is the H right there. So hopefully you're kind of seeing this mnemonic, right? O for opposite, H for hypotenuse, A for adjacent, and that'll just give you all the ratios of a triangle. All the trig ratios, I should say, of a triangle. So the cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse because ka, C-A-H, adjacent hypotenuse, A over H. And that leaves us with tangent, which is going to be TOA. So the tangent is the opposite, because I see the O here, so opposite, over the adjacent from this A right here. So I know that the tangent of A is equal to the opposite side, which I want to use red. I like color coding everything. Oops. Over the adjacent. So that is how I could use SOHCAHTOA to write all the trig ratios, the sine, cosine, and tangent, any given triangle. Just by remembering SOHCAHTOA gives you that sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse, the cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and the tangent is the opposite over the adjacent. Rather than memorizing all three of these things, just memorize SOHCAHTOA and you'll be set.